Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I'm your host, Raymond Blake, aka Rimshot, novelist and aspiring real-life superhero. Today I'll be discussing and reviewing, without spoilers, which will come in my next video, another favorite book of mine, called The Bad Luck Chair by Sue Wilkowski. The way Sue wrote this story is so clever, and I think she did a lot of research for it. It's a fantasy story with a school setting. It's about a girl who has to overcome the misfortune of herself and everyone else in her school. Fortune is a big theme in this story, along with the supernatural, superstition, friendship, teamwork, and a hint of destiny. And the misfortune in this situation takes the form of the eponymous bad luck chair, which curses anyone who sits on it. Even our heroine Addison Darby falls victim to its malediction, and the plot centers on her trying to overpower the evil that is this chair in her school, which has brought harm to others who sat on it for years. All of the students have heard of its evil power, but no one, not even the adults, are able to stop it. The adults would obviously not, unless they've sat on it at one point and have grown up and found a way to overcome it. But in this case, they haven't. And naturally, they don't believe her, because adults just aren't enlightened enough to believe in the supernatural. I know that I believe in the supernatural, and I'm going to be superstitious being a shaman, and all since I'm sensitive to different types of energy, positive or negative. But I digress. The supernatural and superstition were the catalyst for Addison Darby teaming up with her friends Sam and Katie to conquer the menace, and their bond was strong enough to bring the rest of the school, save for the adults, together. The children are secret superheroes in this case, and are attempting to ultimately save the world from the chair's influence. Also, the lore is pretty well done, and really emphasizes how well known the curse is. From what I read about the author Sue, she's just as superstitious as I am. I mean, for me, one superstitious thing about me is that I know that the number 13 can be unlucky for some, but not everyone. To me, the number 13's expression of fortune depends on how it's displayed. For instance, the number 13 as a day is not unlucky, but Friday the 13th has its roots in the New Testament with Yehoshua and his 12 disciples dining together. And according to the lore, if 13 people dine together, the one who rises from their seat first is doomed to die. But like I said, the number 13 is unlucky for some. And if it's Friday the 13th, an example of a blessing on that date would be a ladybug. And an example of a curse would be breaking a mirror. I will also mention another superstition, one that happened to me on my birthday a while back. See, I made it a tradition to go to Asian restaurants for my birthday. My favorite place to go is Sakura. But I read somewhere that you're not supposed to stick your chopsticks upright in a bowl because it looks like incense offerings to the dead, so if you do that in front of someone, you're basically committing murder. My mom did that once in front of me on my birthday, and I ended up in the hospital several months later. I have yet to die, however, probably because ladybugs have been landing on me since then. And in my opinion, ladybugs are nature's greatest guardian angels. Also, a cousin of mine said that his uncle stuck his chopsticks upright in his bowl, and he almost died in a car accident. He survived, but died of an illness later on. But enough about that. We have to get on with the story. I love how Addison's friend Sam knows the origin story of how this curse came to be, because like all superstitions, they have their origins like Friday the 13th, and because of that, there is some truth to them. Then again, sometimes curses only have power when you believe in them. The Jews know blessings and curses, and have been using them a lot for people since their creation. Also, the internet plays a part in this story, in that it helps the main character find a way to stop the chair's evil powers. Given how we live in today's society, the internet gives a lot of information to solve everyone's problems. And it's exactly this form of salvation that assisted Addison in trying to break the curse and save her school, Brookside Elementary. This book has been one of the staples of my childhood and has inspired me in so many ways to use my own inner power and recognize the good and bad energy of this world. I cannot recommend this book enough. You can buy it online and read it for yourself. I do hope you enjoy it when you get it, and if you're a parent, I hope your kids enjoy it. This has been your host, Rimshot. Thank you, and have a great day.